Okay, here we go again. This is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. Time to pick up the Lake Ontario Radio Club net again. Let's see who's going to pick up the net tonight. Jason is out on, I guess it's family duties of some sort. Said he was going to be down having dinner someplace to the east of us. So, hoping that one particular gentleman who used to run these nets quite often will take it tonight. Please stand by.
Is that your video of the house fire on Tisdale?
No.
Yeah. It's got pretty good color for a nighttime shot.
Oh, it's nothing, but that was with a different drone. You see the other one I got, it's even better at night. I have 6 drones.
6? What do you need 6 for?
For different reasons. I have one with thermal, for search and rescue and all that, and taking business picks of roof inspections. And I got one for having fun with. I got one for just playing around, taking pictures. And I got one for doing professional picture videoing, so I can make videos and all that.
They should have one that'll sustain its own power with a solar panel. It could fly continuous during the day.
Who knows?
Yeah, no doubt. It probably won't be too long in the future before they do.
Because they do when we first have it.
Imagine all the vertical long wire antennas. Okay? Put it up there. It'll stay up there until the parts break down. Or fall bare.
I think I kept a vertical wire in there and go 400 feet in the air with it and hold it for 28 minutes. You get a lot of photo with that.
To give off any interference, like on your receive.
Pardon?
Can you hear it whining on a radio? You know, like say you had the drone in your room right now and it's on. Can you hear a whine coming through the EC?
No.
Oh, that's good.
Am I coming to clear over here?
Actually, I'm going back to it now. I only watched the video. With the 3 pics under it are is video or pictures?
What picture? What did I give you?
I guess it's the same fire. I don't know. November 4th, 2024.
See the drone there, the big one there? That's a $10,000 one.
What was it that burned down?
Oh, just a house, a crackhead lit a house on fire. They took a barbecue inside of a house and try to keep warm with it.
Yeah, well, not a good move.
They could take explosion.
What, like a propane barbecue?
Yep.
Well, it'd be the same thing as putting a gas stove on, no?
What's in the abandoned house? They have no gas there, right?
VA3IMW. All right. You guys okay if I open up the net?
Go ahead. No problem.
Oh, sorry, Mac. Yep, 705. Go for it.
All right. Thanks, guys. This is Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. Jason is off in Beamsville having dinner tonight. I had hoped that Bill was going to pick up the net, but not to, I guess he's not. So we'll take a quick standby. This Lake Ontario Radio Club Net meets on this repeater 4 times a week, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and on Thursdays on 446.125 in Simplex. Let's take a quick standby for any mobile, time-sensitive, or priority traffic stations. All right, nothing heard. Anybody anywhere? A valid call sign is all you need to say hello to us tonight. And we're also streaming on YouTube live. Just look for my call sign, VA3IMW. Scroll down until you see that live red sticker that says we're here. Anyways, stand by for check-ins for Saturday, March 22nd.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
Thanks for leading off, Chuck. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. Appreciate you hunting us this afternoon. We had a good old time at Charlie Alpha 5566, Salt Fleet Conservation Area. A good bunch of guys. I think we had a dozen operators out there. So you should see some log files being generated and those QSOs being logged for the hunters as well. What else is going on in Charles's world?
Well, good evening there, Mac. Annette, Chuck here in East Hamilton. And yeah, it was a lot of fun hunting you guys. I forget, but one of the bands was really tough hearing you. I'm not sure if that was 40. But yeah, but the rest were pretty good. The band conditions were not great today. They still are not good. I know 20 meters sucks right now, but there's some activity on 40 meters. And I just finished, actually just before the net, made a contact with a certain VE3 Whiskey Mike India, your counterpart, nemesis, or your bipolar opposite, whatever you want to call it. But anyways, I was thinking of you there when I made the contact with him. And my wife's day off work today, and she had to run some errands earlier, but we just finished dinner. And we're just taking it easy over here. Back to you.
Yep, QSL. And your hum is back just slightly. Walter was supposed to be popping up to see us today, and he missed us again, so that's unfortunate. But I'm sure one of these days when we do one of these group events, he'll pop in and play along with us. I did remind him about this not that long ago, and he said he was truly planning to be there. There was a couple other folks that I had hoped to see. VE3MRX, the CW guy from the Burlington Amateur Radio Club. He was quite interested in coming out, but apparently somebody talked to him, and he said that he looked at the weather and decided to stay where it was warm. Anyways, it was nice when the sun was shining on us, but when the wind was blowing, it was cool. But nonetheless, we had a good time.
Yeah, I can see how the weather might be a factor for some people there. A little discouraging, and that's pretty weird. There, I go to Simplex. I don't have a buzz or a hum, but I come here and I get it. It's really weird. Anyways, I won't burden you with the noise. I'll send it back to you and see who else is out there, and just listen along. Thanks for doing it, Mac.
Yep, QSL. I wonder what Jason's having for dinner. All right, stand by for any further check-ins. Victor Alpha 3 India, Mike Whiskey at your service.
VA3 VT.
VA3 Whiskey Papa Golf.
All right, two more heard from. Albert, good evening.
Hey, good evening, Mac, and everybody on frequency. Not too much here to report. Yeah, it was fun, and I got in there, did some contacts with you guys, helped you guys along, and but I did realize something there, Mac, on the spotting page. It was your call sign, but you guys were using the VE3HPO. I noticed that because when people were calling back, they sounded like they were confused.
Yeah, it probably would have been better if we had spotted VE3HPO instead of myself. Yeah, there was actually people that were calling for me, and I can see where that might have caused some confusion. That's a good note for next time around. Thanks, Albert.
Yeah, I noticed that because I was sitting there for most of the time listening along, right? And I hear these guys all calling you, and I'm like, it's AFB. So when I looked at the spotting page, each time you guys spotted yourself, it was under your call sign, right? Not the club call.
Yep, QSL. I thought at one point in time Wade was spotting under VE3HPO, but I may be mistaken. But yeah, I spotted it under my own call sign. So yeah, okay. In future, we'll probably just spot the club call. Very good. And as usual, 30 over S9. Good job there, Albert.
Yeah, you're doing pretty much the same here. No, it was fun there. But yeah, I guess in the future you'll just have to keep a close one on that one, right? Just I noticed there was some confusion there, that's for sure, with people calling back. But anyways, it is what it is. We'll let you continue with the net there. VA3BT. Comment?
VE3LBI with a comment. Go ahead.
After you're done with Chris, and I'll pick it up from there.
Okay, very good. VA3WPG, good evening, and thanks for the use of your gear today.
VA3 WPG today, everybody. Yeah, not a problem at all. Always happy to get to supply the gear. I thought it was going to be backup, but I guess that ended up being the main station, so I was good. I was more interested in experimenting with the antennas today, playing around with the antennas, seeing which one between the we didn't even use the Pac-12 today. We used Noel's what was that? It's a 40 some DD40 or some 40. But yeah, it's a diamond. Really good antenna, that thing. So yeah, I was more interested in the antennas today. It was neat to see Huey down there with his drones. Didn't really care for the small one, but the big one, now that thing is cool. That was amazing to see how fast that thing can lift up into the air. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Other than that, just woke up about 20 minutes ago, so that's going to be it for me. I'll just be listening along. Other than that, yeah, fun day. Nice to see everybody. VA3WPG, that's it for me.
Yep, QSL. I think overall, the highlight was being able to get together and see some familiar faces, and a couple that we hadn't seen either in a while or at all. Nice to meet Mark face to face. Thanks again for coming out, and yeah, your equipment's running perfect. you should have a good season ahead of you. All right, let's pick up Larry, VE3LBI, VA3IMW. Go ahead.
Yeah, VE3LBI. Chris, your file is in your email. You pick it up there, Chris, WPG. It's all set to upload to the pod. If you have any problems, let me know, please.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, thank you. I will look for that shortly. And with about the station, yeah, and if we say it was working good there, that was with a sketchy piece of coax going from the radio to the tuner. So good to see even that sketchy piece was working there. All right, thanks for that file. Thanks everybody, and VA3WG.
Yep, okay, Chris, no problem. Mac, I sent only two. One to Jason, one to Chris. Question, did anybody do Vanya?
Well, Vanya's the hard one because he was late getting to the party and early to leave. So he joined us when we moved to 20 meters, and he stayed for about an hour. So I think he's got 11 or 12 QSOs, but today was the first time that I've ever played with that software, and I didn't want to delete the wrong stuff and short him on contacts. So Vanya's is I haven't done it.
Comment? Okay, you're waiting there. Go ahead, wait. I mean, I was going to do it. I asked the question. Nobody answered yet, but no problem. I can do it, or let's see what we can see. Go ahead, VA3 and VE3LBI.
VA3LBI and VA3IMW. I think your net control tonight. Got here late, so this is also my throw-in of my call sign. I did it, and I sent it to him on Discord. I did respond in the email, but everybody would have been on the net at the time, so they wouldn't have seen that. I have the time in and out for him, and he got 24 contacts, so easily activated even with him. And yeah, so that's all taken care of. Back to the group.
Okay, great, Wade. I just got the message now. I hadn't looked, but I had sent it out, so.
Yeah, QSL. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, it was a great day today. A lot of fun. I don't want to take up Larry's slot here. I kind of just butted in to give that info about Vanya's log, but I will step back and get back in line. VA3NC, back to net control.
Yeah, can I pick it up for a minute, Mac?
Absolutely, it's all yours. Let me know how your visit went with the family today, and we're all living vicariously through you. You were indoors where it was nice and warm, and they were probably serving hot beverages.
Well, yeah, but no, we were there for lunch and stuff, and then chit chat after. But anyways, okay, there was actually Albert said something else. Said something about the putting it in as VE3HPO. So what I did was I put it into the state. This is a big laugh. I mean, I'm laughing at this. And I said it'd be listed as a club call of VE3HPO. Well, you can't do that. You only allow one person. You can't have people underneath it and all the rest of it. So I'm kind of laughing at this, right? And I'm going like, what are you talking about? Oh, one guy put in the actual rule that says apparently I didn't read it, but you can't do it. This is the way you're supposed to do it. And meanwhile, I'm sitting there scratching my head, going like, you're the guys that are down there. You're on Discord, and I just picked you up, and I got you at a 2-2. A 2-2. Can you imagine picking somebody out at 2-2 on a single strength? What would that be?
That would be like talking to Charlie Brown's teacher very quietly.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I had a big laugh over it. Now, whether you should have listed under VE3HPO or under your own call sign, and then one operator uses the VE3HPO, and the other 22, 100, or 3 people use their own call sign. But anyways, it was a bit of a joke. Like I said, I was really laughing at it.
So is this some kind of new rule that if you're operating under a club call, you can only have a single personal operator?
I don't know. I didn't go and look at the rule that apparently he posted or something or what it was. But like I say, I mean, I'm like, you know what, guys? Like, don't even bother anymore. It really didn't take me off, but it made me laugh to the point where, like, you guys are down there doing all kinds of stuff. Oh, I can't pick them up. Let me go to the, use one of the remotes down myself, and I'll get you that way. And yeah, I got you at a 2-2. I'm thinking, come on, guys. You know, it's like it's out to have fun, enjoy yourself, and all the rest of it. But anyway, I had to throw that in there. I just found it really comical.
Yeah, sometimes people have nothing better to do, but yeah, it brings to mind when I went down to activate, what was the park on Lake Erie? Norfolk Conservation Area. I get an email from some operator. I'm not going to go beyond that. And this particular operator asked me how I could activate a park when Norfolk Conservation. Well, it was very clearly stated that is open. The gates are closed. So I was within the park limits, and I activated the park from within the park. So why would you waste the time in asking a stupid question about how I activated a park that was closed? Well, closed, yes, it's not open for camping, but it's open for pedestrian traffic. So there you go. Anyways, thanks for helping out with the log. Certainly appreciate it. And looking forward to the summer event. I haven't even looked at the calendar yet, but we'll pick out a nice suitable day that's right up against the first day of summer. And we'll pick a park that's going to be good for everybody. Anything else before we go, Larry?
No, that's it, Mac. Like I said, I sent out two. I sent one out to Jason and one out to Chris. I spoke to Bill. He sent me an email. I said, "Are you going to do? Did you want to do your own?" He said, "Yeah, I'll look after it." So he's done, and I'm glad you got the one done for Vanya too, Wade. That's perfect. Other than that, I don't think I missed anybody. By the time I was done and went through the list, it looks like most of it had been covered.
All right. Well, we'll certainly do a count, make sure that everybody has theirs. And I know Mark had his log already uploaded. He was the first one that I did. So he was my experimental child. Thanks again, Larry. And let's bring Wade back in, VA3NCA.
VA3IMW, VA3NCA, thanks, Mac, and good evening, everybody on that. I was a little tardy today. I got here a short time ago. But yeah, it was a lot of fun today, and you know, sad hams will be sad hams. I think technically you're not allowed to pass the mic. That's the rule for a club call. But I think the way that I've seen a lot of people do it, and I guess the way we did it today, is somebody just then operates the club call. So they're not really it's a multi-op thing. I guess depending on how strictly you read the rules, I guess that's against it. But this is you know, a fun thing, and so I'm not too worried about it myself. It is. I didn't pick up there, Larry, where you said people got upset. I'm assuming it's one of the U.S. discords, maybe. But anyways, long story medium. I think they're probably pointing at the rule that says no passing the mic on a club activation. But I guess the other side of the way to look at it is maybe somebody was just using the club call at the activation and wasn't otherwise. In fact, technically, we spotted as IMW, so you know, I guess the club call just was along for the ride. Anyways, I won't get into the, you know, all the connections because it's supposed to be fun, and it was fun. It was a great day. Sun came out long enough to keep us from freezing, and the rain didn't set in, so that was great. So thanks again for organizing there, Mac. Another successful event, and looking forward to future ones. Back to you.
Yep, absolutely. Fun it was. Again, we shall. And very good. Let me see here. Quad mode, VE3VNA from across the pond. He's over, I guess, in the Oakville area. Oh, Toronto, sorry. And he's working on a 70 centimeter Yagi so he can get in to chat with us on the hammer. So somebody else has joined us for the YouTube stream. Very good. And yep, all points taken there, Wade. Reading the rules, well, it's almost like reading the instructions. I haven't done that in a good long time either. I am a man after all. Certainly appreciate everybody coming out and playing with us today. That was a lot of fun. Let's see who's this guy. Pi FPV. Oh, VE3 KDT is also in line for a RF check-in. So let's not hold him up. Let's bring him in.
Was that my cue?
That's your KDT cue.
VA3 KDT, yes, I am here. Nice to see everyone today and get to try out all that stuff there. Crap, you kind of put me right on the spot there. As for stuff, I'm like super getting into all the drone stuff now after seeing the same things. So I got some of mine all ready to go there. I don't know if anyone else is interested in those types of things too.
Oh, I'm sure everybody is. They're really cool toys, but everybody has got to figure out which hobby they're going to sink their money into. Yeah, it seems like Huey's got quite a selection of goodies there. Anyways, I did hear your whisper, and we'll definitely get something set up in the near future, and we'll get you out there on the lead, doing the thing. Do you have a park preference in mind?
Not really, no. I did kind of, I mean, as far as location, if that's what you're asking, where we were today was cool. I don't know. But as far as like running something or doing that, meaning like doing the next park thing, I guess maybe.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, you recall that when Chris started operating POTA, he would go out, set up his gear, and then he would hunt other stations rather than spotting himself. So he very easily he was quite capable of running it all by himself and spotting himself and being the center of attention. So this would give you the same opportunity to set up and operate and be fully in control. And you got a buddy along for the ride to help you if you find that you stumble on a couple of details. That's really what it comes down to, and it gives you the confidence to be able to do it at your leisure.
Yeah, I like the sound of that. It's getting a little flustered and just trying to remember all the things. That's one of the main reasons I even just check into these nets is just to get used to the protocol and stuff, and then go to like talking and try and just shoot the breeze and not swear. But yeah, no, that sounds like a good one there. As far the one thing drone wise that I wanted to say was towards Chris when he was saying about how fast that thing goes. You ain't seen nothing yet. That drone that Dewey had out is just really cool. It takes some really nice photos and stuff. But some of the racing ones that I have, about the same size and 100 plus miles an hour at its max.
That's pretty cool. And I guess most of these better units have built-in logic, so if they get out of radio control range, they automatically go back to a home position that allows you to regain control of them, just so they don't fly away and never come back.
Kind of. One of mine has a simple fail-safe. More so, it's like stripped down completely, like the idea of like a stock car or something like that. Everything fancy and everything for ease of use, like how he was just hovering the thing and it was just sitting there regardless of the wind. I don't have that. I crash a lot, but it's much like the analogy of a race car. It goes.
All go and no show. Gotcha there. All right. So when I got home, I double checked the weather forecast for a couple of weeks. Looks like things are going to be pretty miserable. So I think it's going to be closer towards the tail end of April before we get out on a weekend, and we'll definitely do that. Yeah, I'm sure everybody's going to be interested to see the cool toys you bring out to the summer solstice activation event, because I'm pretty sure we can get lots of video footage and snapshots from aloft for wherever we end up. Thanks a lot for joining us today, Noel. A ton of fun.
Yeah, thank you. As far as the drone part, I might have to talk to some of the other guys as far as where's the best place for that, just to be away from everyone. And then Hamilton has a lot of airports and stuff that you got to be away from. So, but yeah, other than that, I won't keep up the net and pass it along there. Thanks for everything. And also, sorry, I got your email and uploaded the log.
Okay, very good, sir. Very good. This was my first attempt at editing logs, so looks like everybody who's uploaded them so far has not had any trouble. So success in a small nutshell. Thank you very much. And with that, let's see if there's anybody else out there looking to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. This is Victor Alpha 3 and New Mike Whiskey. Stand by.
VA3IMW.
Victor Echo 3, uniform.
There we go. Two more heard from. We'll take them in that order. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, thanks, Mac. Good evening, everybody. Yeah, it was another fine activation today. The weather held out for us. I was concerned about that. We had some rain in the morning, but forecast said it was supposed to clear up in the afternoon, and that it did. We could have had a little bit more sun towards the end of it, but that's okay. We seemed to wrap it up just as the weather was getting a little cooler. Other than that, everything else is good. My logs are up, and I believe Mark's logs are up as well, VA3 MHV. I don't think I heard him check in yet. So maybe he's having a cat nap, I'm not sure. Maybe we'll still hear him check in. Anyway, yeah, that's all I got there, Mac. Thanks again, and send it back in that control, VA3 NFG.
All right. Thanks, Steve. And yeah, I emailed his logs to him, and he confirmed that they're uploaded. And I looked on the POTA app, and sure enough, they're up there. And he's got that. He's got the same 53 QSOs that I have. So yeah, it's all good. And thanks again for you guys coming out today. Certainly appreciate it. Let's pop over to Dundas and say hello to Bill. Did you have a little cat nap after the activation?
Sort of a steady cat nap, sort of got into my chair and just put on a documentary, and I didn't even see about 10 minutes of it. I sort of dozed for a while. I did get your message about doing the net, but I was unable to do it tonight. So I just wanted to say that it was a great day. Good to see everybody again, and even with the adverse conditions, I think the number of contacts we got and the locations that we reached was not too shabby, and I'm glad that the weather held out for us. So I won't hold it. I'm down in the basement on my handheld, and I don't know how well you're copying me. So back to you, Mac.
Oh, you're full quieting into the repeater, Bill. Not to worry there. Yeah, ZOE has a sweet spot for you. And yeah, I'm sure you probably could have. And well, for all the nets you've already done, I'm sure there's no shortfall there, either with your own personal performance or your radio. So thanks again for coming out and playing with us today. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Roger, it was. And by the way, the 21st of June falls on a Saturday, and if I was to put in a suggestion for a park, another area that I've been to that I really like, and it's fairly quiet, is Bearbrook Conservation Area, but I don't know if everybody would want to go that far or not. But anyway, just a suggestion.
All right, suggestion taken. And yeah, probably one of my most productive activations was Binbrook Conservation Area. I had, what was the number now? 200 and some odd contacts. I stayed at the park until the QSOs were over, and it was a beautiful day. I worked 20 and 40 meters, and my Pac-12 antenna, I was able to run it without a tuner on my radio, which meant it was 100%, what do they call it, resonant. So antenna set up with the radio. Obviously, the funny thing with the Pac-12 is the moisture level of the soil, and whatever happens on the top of the grass has an effect on what your final SWR comes out as with the Pac-12 antenna. So sometimes you'll set it up with the same exact settings with the antenna, and just because of the ground moisture content, you can't get the SWR down below 3 to 1, and you got to use a tuner, and then you sacrifice a little bit. But it was a gorgeous day, and very, very good. I forget what the number was. Maybe it was 370 something, but that was a super day. Anyways, yes, great park, and thanks again, Bill. Certainly appreciate it. Let's see. I'm not forgetting anybody. Anybody else want to check in for the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net, VA3, VE3HPO, right? VA3IMW, stand by.
VA3 DCS.
There's another park monster. Dave, go ahead. How you doing?
Doing well. Got home, took the dogs out, froze in the field that we went to. It was a lot more open.
Yeah, that wind was cool.
Absolutely. But yeah, I got back from that and then sat for a bit and then went out and grabbed some dinner.
I haven't been near the food buffet yet, but yeah, I guess that's forthcoming in my future.
Well, it's sustenance. It keeps you going. And how's the audio on this thing?
Is this a different radio? Everything's fine here. It sounds pretty much the same.
Okay, I just put a different 50-foot cable on here, a Cat 7 cable, and borrowed it from work. So actually, I'll probably just see how much it is and give them the money for it.
Okay, yeah, you were plagued with that clickety-click thing. No, there's no clickety-clack interference on this one.
Okay, I didn't think so. I tried it out on the Dundas Valley repeater, and I couldn't hear anything on my handy-talkie when I keyed up. So that's good. Good to know.
Very good. Well, great improvements every day. That's what it's all about, experimentation and development. Thanks again for joining us today, Dave, and good job there. Yeah, everybody, well, pretty much everybody had a chance at the mic. We all had the chance at the mic at least once, because Toby wanted to talk to every operator.
Yeah, I like the single file lineup. And, oh yes, by the way, I did get the logs and they're uploaded.
Very good, Dave. Excellent. And we'll look forward to the first day of summer. Like somebody said that the first day is June 21st. So, or that happens to fall on a Saturday. So we'll probably plan on that as well. Thanks for your check-in tonight. Anything else before we make another call?
Nothing else on this end, although I'm free on June 21st, so I'll put in my calendar temporary, as a placeholder.
All right, QSL. Thank you very much, Dave. This is Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey, on behalf of the Lake Ontario Radio Club. Just a quick reminder that we are still streaming on YouTube. Look for my call sign, VA3IMW. and scroll down until you find that red sticker that says live, and that's me breathing. Any further check-ins for the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net? Come on in and say hi.
VA3 Mike Hotel Victor.
Okay, VA3 Mike Hotel Victor, and there's a doubling station. Doubling station, give me your call sign.
The double could have been VE3 CYT.
That's probably it. Okay, Edward, hang on a second. So we'll go back to the top. Go ahead. Mike Hotel Victor.
Mac and everyone listening along. Great day today. Thank you very much to all. Really appreciate you getting my files download ready there, Mac. And yeah, that was a good experience for me today. Get to watch you guys work the bands and see what it's all about. And yeah, I got another field day under my belt and some QSOs, so it was a good day.
Definitely a good day, Mark, and certainly appreciate you coming out and playing with us. Obviously, there's going to be more opportunities to get front and center, and we'll make sure that that happens in our next events. So glad that the logs were uploaded successfully. It was my first attempt at editing logs with ADIF Master, and you were my experimental child.
Well, it was definitely a success. It was seamless. They just loaded them right up. So I do appreciate that, Mac. Thank you again.
Yeah, we all learned something today. I learned that I can run ADIF Master all by myself. Thanks again, and we'll keep you appraised of any further developments to further park activities. All right, let's bring in our friend from across the lake. Thank you for making it to the park today. Victor Echo 3, Victor Yankee Tango, and that's the last time I'll use that little bit of non-humorous humor.
Oh, I think it's kind of humorous. It's okay. I do enjoy it. So let's see here. What have I got? So DE3DCF. I actually heard you on the radio for sure now. Yeah, that was a pretty good signal you had on that one. And Bill's radio is really good too. And let's see what else I got on here. I see from looking at my POTA results that we got to work on our NVIS skills. 80 meters always seems to be a band we never ever work on. We should start with 80 meters and see if we can get something across the other side of the lake on that, even in the daytime. You'd think that with all the antenna technology we got, we could come up with one that works over a short range. I need like 3 more bands for N1CC at Saltfleet, so I guess I have to return and try the 80 meter band and 60 meters, and maybe even do a data activation on 30. That would round out all these all the stuff there for me. No, actually, you could do another voice on 12 meters. We didn't do 12 for some reason. Oh, so another reason to go back to Saltfleet. It was a great day, Mac. Thanks so much for organizing it. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and thanks to all the guys who put up all those antennas. Back to the net.
Yeah, actually, I was all set to stick up my Pac-12, and with my extra Pac-12 game gear, I have an extra coil and a 17-foot telescoping mast that goes on top of it, and I work 80 meters with that and 60 meters, so that's 2 extra bands. But when I pulled in and Chris already had his game gear out on the table, I thought, screw it, I'm leaving my stuff in the truck. They're all ready to go. So and obviously with that special magical antenna known as the old man's antenna, going right up to 15 megahertz is easy as well. So that would fill in all the rest of the bits and pieces.
Do you think that 80 across the lake. I know we use it locally successfully, but and I know at night you can get all sorts of stuff at night, but I sometimes wonder if it's just not my antenna that's performing in the daytime.
I think I'm just naturally programmed to avoid e-meters because it's so noisy here at my home station. But when we did our N1CC event from that park, and I set up my Pac-12, I thought something was wrong with my radio or my coax or something, because I had like practically zero noise floor on 80 meters. But when I keyed up, it was phenomenal. That's that location for 80 meters. If a cricket happens to be on 80 meters, you're going to hear them one way or another. That's a great place to be.
Thanks for choosing it. I see that you and I have 218 operator-to-operator contacts, and you're in second place, right behind Wade.
I'm okay being in second place, right? I always think that when I'm going up the highway to work every day. If there's somebody passing me, then he's the heat scorer, and I'm just kind of along for the ride.
All right, that way we're sure to have you for a long time. VA3IMW.
Okay, Edward, certainly good to see you again today, and looking forward to another activation bit of fun. Obviously, we're going to have some more N1CC events. I'm not sure where that's going to take us next time around. I think we've done east, west, and north. Maybe next one is going to be south. So we'll plan a weekend that is suitable for everyone. And then obviously, we've already had it suggested. The first day of summer, June the 21st, happens to drop on a Saturday. So everybody put a mark in your calendar right there and reserve that day for me. I mean, us. All right. Thanks a lot, Edward, for your check-in. Certainly appreciate it. And with that, we'll move on and see if there's anybody else out there who wants to check in with us here. Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey, on behalf of the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net, standing by.
A recheck.
Recheck. That sounds like a signal from Dundas. Let me just turn my head slightly. Yep. Okay, that's Bill. VE3IUK, go ahead.
Yeah, I have an email here, but it does not have a diff file attached to it.
Does your email strip attachments?
No.
Okay. I will re-forward you the log file, and I'll look for a confirmation email in return that you got it.
Absolutely. Thanks, Mac.
All right. Very good. Any other rechecks or last-minute check-ins? We can make this last call, I think. Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey, standing by. Okay, nothing heard. So tomorrow is Sunday, March 23rd. So I'm thinking that Jason's going to be back at the helm tomorrow. And this is my opportunity to throw in a quick ad for the Sunday night 70 centimeter sideband net, which has now expanded to the Sunday night UHF VHF sideband net. So we'll start at 8 o'clock on 446.125 upper sideband. And I will remember soon where we chose 146 was it 300? I'm going to have to recheck my notes. Anyways, we'll move to 2 meters because we had some fun and excitement experimenting with sideband on 2 meters as well. With that, we'll bid you all 73, and we'll turn this repeater back to normal amateur use. Thank you all, and especially thank you to Terry, VA3IMW, the founder of the Feast. 73s.
Mac.
Yep. Oh.
Yeah, I found it. I was looking at all the last thread to that email, and I wasn't looking at the original, and lo and behold, there was the attachment, so thank you.
Oh, very good. Very good. Okay, very good. Saves me a couple of clicks.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, it was just an IO error on this end, but we won't go any further.
Yeah, I think they call it something else, but that's not to worry, Bill. It's all good. 73s, and I will be monitoring this frequency for a little while and poking away at the crappy band conditions that we fought against today. So thanks again for everybody to come out and play with us today. VA3IMW, I'll be monitoring. Well, that's the end of the net tonight. Thanks you all for coming and watching some ham operators talk to each other about stuff that they did all day.
VA3IMW